Hey everyone! This is a crazy time. I don't think any of us could have foreseen that we would be experiencing the pandemic that is COVID-19. However, in the midst of all of this, I wanted to share with you what I did over spring break, at least a little bit about it, because I think it's actually really relevant to what we're going through right now. A couple of weeks ago, I got the opportunity to go with a group to the Mexico-US border to work with the refugees. We went to put on a few 3-day camps, programs, whatever you want to call them, for the men, women, and children. And we saw that their living conditions are really rough. They sleep in tents pitched on hard-packed dirt or concrete. They stay in an area of high violence, many of them having just fled a land of oppression and brutality. Outside of their home culture, they're waiting for a chance to enter the U.S., where they think they will finally be safe and be able to provide for themselves and their families. They live in uncertainty, and their situation seems hopeless. As humans, I believe that we need to place our hope in something. And when our hope fails us, we experience despair and internal chaos. So, where do we commonly place our hope? Many of us place our hope in comfort, the comfort of our homes, the comfort of our families, toilet paper. Some of us place our hope in financial security, like our jobs, our retirement accounts, our savings accounts. And others of us place our hope in appearance, like recognition, beauty, success. We're quickly finding out that these things will fail us. In the face of COVID-19, many have lost their jobs. Hours are being cut from work, and we're having to dip into our savings and retirement accounts to get groceries for our quarantine. And speaking of quarantine, it's hard to be recognized for your achievements if graduation ceremonies are getting canceled. And no one can see your beautiful faces or outfits if we're all stuck at home. Some of us are even quarantined away from our families and don't have the comfort of being with them during this uncertain and chaotic time. And don't even get me started on toilet paper. If we place our hope in any of these things, they will fail us. At one point or another, they won't hold up to the circumstances of life. The refugees, to get through their difficult circumstances, many of them are placing their hope in coming to the U.S. Unfortunately, we know that many of them won't be able to get in. So what happens when that hope fails them? Some will be able to get into the U.S., but will that really solve all of their problems? Does entry into the U.S. suddenly ensure safety and provision for them and their families? Not really. That hope will fail them. So what won't fail us? I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't enjoy being thrown into the depths of despair and filled with inner turmoil. Where can we place our hope and trust that we won't be let down? I believe that hope in Jesus Christ is the hope that endures. I have been a follower of Jesus since I was 12, and in my few years of life on this earth, He has never failed me. Granted, I am young and have yet to go through this pandemic, so maybe my experience isn't the most convincing to you. But I have seen many believers who are far older and who have gone through far more difficult things than I, and they have not regretted placing their hope in Jesus. I look to them and think, wow, if they can have faith through that, I can have faith through this. I also read about things in the Bible and look at just other events in history, and there have been some really terrible things that have happened, but God has never failed his people. Hope in Jesus has lasted through the plague, the Holocaust, and any number of wars, and it will last through this time. As a believer in Jesus, COVID-19 can't steal my hope. I pray that you all see how wonderful it is to place your hope in Jesus. God bless.